Hey guys, let me tell you what I did this morning. I did this for somebody on my team that is about an hour and a half away from me. We've had a lot of new people join our team recently, some out of town. We're mostly in the PA area, but we have some coming in and more looking to come in under Raphael out in New Jersey. And I want to tell you what I'm doing for these people when I can't get together with them, what I'm doing to show them the plan to help them build their team and actually even help them get started. Oh God, look at that. I haven't even shaved yet this morning. What is it? It's 9:49. I look a mess. I haven't even shaved yet this morning. I got a text message from one of my newest associates out in New Jersey this morning who had a prospect he wanted me to talk to. And he sent me a text and he goes, Tom, he goes, my friend Beige is his name, is in his office. He's ready to take your call. And I'm like, oh, perfect. All right. So I already had an idea of who this gentleman was. And he owns a New York Life insurance company out of New Jersey. I've got my notes on him here. And one of our newest associates, Rennie, out in Jersey, who just joined recently, who I met with, got qualified quick. He goes, how do we build this business? And I said, listen, I said, get people in front of me. Let's talk to people. Let's make some calls. So we were doing a little bit of that. He's already making up his names list. What he's doing, because he lives in New Jersey and I live in PA, we're about an hour and a half away from each other, is he text messages me people to call one at a time. And I'm fine with that. We've gotten a couple of them already so far. So yesterday, he sent me a text message and he said, here's a friend of mine. He owns a New York Life agency. Here's a cell number. He said he's waiting for your call. So he was waiting for me to call him. So I had already planned out what I was going to say and what I was going to do when I made the call. Okay. And I got it. And I plan on calling him today in like a half an hour or so. But then my associate Rennie decided, he texted me and he said, hey, he goes, this guy Beige is at his office waiting for you to call him. You can call him now. So I'm like, cool. So I call him. And this gentleman, has a very successful business. We spoke and we were on the phone for 35 minutes. And he spoke for about 30 of those minutes, and I spoke for about 5 of those minutes. And he, even before we hung up, he complimented me on just that. He said to me, I appreciate you listening to me this morning, and not just me blabbing, blah, 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 blabbing and blabbing and blabbing about the business. He goes, you took the time. And he said the reason we were on the phone for 35 minutes is because I took the time to listen to him. I didn't say, blah, 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 join my team, blah, 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 join my team. This is how the conversation went, okay? The first 10 minutes, I got to know him. I got to know about his business. I got to know how he knows Rennie. They live in the same apartment building together. They see each other every day. He told me about his business. And that was for about 10-ish minutes or so. And then I said to him, I said, listen, I said, are you in front of your computer right now? And he said, yes. I said, okay, go here. I directed him to my Connect website, 24-7savings.com. I told him, I said, click on start a business. He did. He goes, okay. He goes, I see a video. I said, the video is 8 minutes long. I said, press play. So he pressed play. And I stayed on the phone with him the whole 8 minutes while he was watching the video. I had the video up on my computer screen as well, but I had mine playing at the same time he did, but I had my speakers on mute. But I could hear the video through his phone. Okay, everything was done. I was listening to him watching that video on his phone or through his phone. So the video ends, it's 8 minutes, and then all of his questions came. Probably the last 15 minutes or so of our talking on the phone was all his questions. He had questions about how does he market it? How does he talk to people? You know, what does he do? Because he told me, he said, Tom, he said, I'm used to marketing my business. He goes, product and service. He goes, how do you market this? So I told him, I said, we've got graphics for social media. We got PDFs. I said, I have another friend of mine who runs a Monocacy benefits insurance agency, and he's actually putting some graphics and a link on his website and talking to his clients that way. And I also told him, I said, you know, he kept bringing up the fact that he would have to try to sell this to people, and he was looking for the benefit for what it would be for the customer. And I said, remember, I said, you're not selling anything. I said, people already have electric. They already have cell phone service. So, and as I was talking to him, he was on his phone and he was going through my website, and he went down to not disclaimers, but where you could find more information. And he said, he goes, while I'm talking to you here, I'm actually scrolling through your website and I see the cell phones and all that stuff. So this gentleman is extremely, extremely analytical. He had a lot of questions, and that's what's had us on for the whole 35 minutes. So how did the conversation end 35 minutes later? One, again, he thanked me for listening to him. Remember, we're in this business. We need to listen to our prospects, find out why they're looking to make extra income, okay? And I found out his why is mainly because he just likes to make money. He goes, the insurance industry is good. He goes, but I'm always looking for more. And he told me a little bit about his background and whatnot, and what he was doing. So you have to find, I mean, I don't know if it was so much of a pain for him. It wasn't his pain, but he says, he goes, I like to make money. And for many people, money motivates people. So probably 3 times, I'm going to say probably 3 times is where he thanked me for listening to him. And then I also thanked him for taking the time this morning, 35 minutes out of his business day that he runs his own business, to listen to me and hear what I have to say. So what I did not do during those 35 minutes is I did not sell him on Connect or anything else. I educated him. I gave him the information. I found out why he likes to make money. I gave him an education on what we do. We watched the video together as he was watching it on his computer. So was I, an hour and a half between us. He said, are there any seminars like this in my area? I said, I know of one gentleman that has some stuff going out in New Jersey area. I'm going to reach out to him and see what I could get for you. So I also said, would it be okay if I emailed you some information? He said, definitely. So he texted me back after our call with his email to send him information. I did not try to get him in the business today, okay? This is somebody who's analytical. They want to do he even said to me, he said, I want to do my research. I said, that's fine. That's fine. I have a couple of responses that I say, you know, when I want to do my research. I asked him, you know, one thing. I said, what are you researching for? And then we went into a couple of different things there. But it takes time. Sometimes this gentleman could look at some things, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times before he gets involved in our team. And that's okay. It's just the way this business goes. He's looking for some place physically to go, some sort of seminar or some place to go to meet others who are doing this and find out more. So I wanted to jump on here this morning. I'm still in my pajamas. Residual hustler. I'm still in my pajamas and already showing people the plan. What is it now? It's coming up on 10 o'clock in the morning. This was at like 9:15 this morning. So, and for you that are on here now, I hope to see you tonight at our big event at the Bethlehem Steel Stacks. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be huge. Every time we have these big events, there's a minimum of 200 people there at least. So you want to get there early. You want to get a seat. So hopefully I'll see some of you tonight. If you do, say hi, and I will see you.